that's kind of a boring committee, but really important to a lot of us. PSRS.
Great. Me too.
I know. So, one of the things I've been after, all of the pension funds, but mostly ours, on the funding ratio. And are we at 85 still?
We're in the good spot. I feel like we're higher than that, but I don't
Okay,
want to
well,
speak.
there was some, I know that we had a little bit of a, I don't know if you'd say it's positive, but the mortality in COVID, helped the funding ratio. Okay.
Okay.
So, but I still get really nervous about this because they have the stated goal of being at 100% funding, and they've had that, and they're not really progressing. We're kind of stuck. And we're in kind of the top of the market still. And with kind of volatility that we're facing, the worst thing that can happen to any of our pension funds, and certainly not just PSRS, because there's so many people dependent on this, that funding ratio is huge. And what can we do? You know, I know that everybody likes these COLAs, but I'd just like to say from the floor today that given a funding ratio versus a COLA, I'd rather have the pension funds strong. Okay, I don't think you'll hear that very much from very many people, but the pension
No.
funds are more.
You're right, and I'm glad to be hearing it from you, but
The
continue the
pension
question.
funds are more important than the COLAs.
Yeah.
And so I just want to empower you just to ask the hard questions and keep your foot on those funding ratios.
Well, I appreciate that, and I will do my best to try. I'm very, this was a new world to me, and when they put me on that committee, I thought, surely there's somebody out there that understands this better than I do. But I have to admit, since I've been on it, a lot of the lobbyists for the different pension systems, and I guess they don't call themselves lobbyists, legislative liaisons, will come up and they'll say, you understand it a lot better than you think you do. But I still have a lot more to learn, and I know I'm going to a conference this summer that is all about pensions. Can you imagine 3 days of learning about pensions? But I'm very excited to learn more of those details. And it's good to hear that from you so that I have that little voice in the back of my mind. I don't know how closely you followed it, that there was a bill before us this year for PSRS to put a COLA for those retirees that have maxed out.
Yeah, I opposed that with mine.
And it ended up not going through,
I know.
and I think it was taken out in the Senate.
Yeah, my position
So-
has been, if we were, I guess